No, really, thank you.
You needed to hear that.
I sit to study the minute features of my daughter's final face. She is on my bed, and she is gone. I can hear midwives outside. The curtains are coral, and they match the bedding. This quiet room is like a hotel, except for the red button on the wall by my bed. It simply says, "Help." This place is now carved in ivory, mood etched in musings of fabric, scent, sound, light, temperature, vibration, colour and hue. She is gone, and I like to visit this room. 24 years after choosing my daughter's coffin, 24 years later, I sit on my bed. I am avoiding emptying my Hoover. I avoid emptying my Hoover. I think I may have hoovered up my 8-year-old daughter's tooth, and I have avoided it until the Hoover is too full. There is a chance that the tooth is in there. I contemplate how it might feel to empty the contents into the bin. The knowing, rattling noise as the Hoover ran over something. I did not focus on it enough before it was gone. I did not focus enough. Her perfect cheeks, I stroked each one 1,000 times with the back of my teenage fingers. Every gentle movement, every stroke of the cheek had an equal and opposing force occurring, like a punch landing on me. Stroke of the cheek, you are free from suffering now. Punch landing, look what you did. Stroke of the cheek, I am here with you today. Punch landing, you can't do anything properly, can you? Stroke of the cheek, I study every part of you, and I will always remember. Punch landing, why does she keep bringing this up? Punch landing, mothers don't stay this long, usually. We need the room. Punch landing, at least you are young. You can have more children soon. Punch landing, you have one photo. Why do you want more? Punch landing, as I got out of the limo, they asked if we wanted to carry the coffin. I did not know they were going to say that. Punch landing, what do you want for Christmas? Punch landing, who buys a birthday cake for the dead? Punch landing, my wound infected took 3 months longer than normal to heal, they said, and some days I wish it was still fresh. The surgeon was an expert. I sought him out for us, my love. He stood at the end of my bed. When I decided he could not cut you open, he told me, "It's just a shell now. She's gone," he said. Punch landing, punch landing, punch landing. And then one line from my granny. kissed everything better. Rosie, you mustn't worry. Come here, darling. She held me in her arms. Rosie, I'm sure you did the best thing you could do. Rosie, you did, for her and for you. Serenity cradled Grace in her arms, and my grief laid milk drunk, suckling at the breast of compassion. The slow and oscillating occasional fluttering of the infant tongue, releasing oxytocin and flooding my brain. This, the sweetest hit. Compassion, like vended chocolate falling behind glass. Take your change and get ready to taste it. Tenderness is not acquired without violence first. Tenderness is chosen by the conduit. So now I throw compassion out like there's no end to it. 24 years later, I am tipping pints of dust over newspapers on my floor, and I empty my Hoover. A proud, shining milk tooth presents itself to me, so I place it in the box of memories, with all the first locks of hair and all the milk teeth. 24 years later, Katie, this room is carved in memory, the mood etched in musings, this room carved in ivory, stroke of the cheek, and I mother you briefly, silently. The mood is etched in musings of fabric, scent, sound, colour, vibration and hue. She is gone, and I like to visit this room.
You needed to hear that.
I think you understand the gravity.
Yes, I do.
Extraordinary. Not marvellous. It's wonderful. Yeah, we wouldn't be human. We couldn't be human if we never did anything.
No,
Yes, that's
right.
human frailty.
But it's interesting that the story has come down now. If you pass that on to your children, it'll be several generations after.
After the event.